All right, balancing this with one hand, we are at the post office. 3 packages to ship, 2 of them giveaways. I will end the video with the next round of giveaways. We're gonna run inside. They cannot print labels here. They're actually the kiosk is the only place, so we'll just go to a different location. I always like to stop here first. The location we're headed, we'll have a Dunkin', so off to a weird start. I'll explain when we get a coffee. All right, I changed my mind to 7-Eleven. We have the extra large. I'm gonna get the large. We'll get the 20 ounce, hopefully. It's not hot out today, but hopefully the coffee is hot. We had some luck at this location last week. Let's look for the steam. I can't tell. Because of the post office closing early, where I was gonna head, I probably wouldn't have got there in time, so it kind of threw Dunkin' out of the mix. Man, hold on a second. Okay, it's hot enough. I just wanted to show off this awesome clock. Oh, thank heaven, 7-Eleven. All right, at the Pewaukee post office, now they are open until 6. Same with the Brookfield post office. There's a restaurant right here. It used to be a Burger King years ago. Now it's kind of a diner. Looks like they're not open during the weeknights, maybe just the weekend. But I was pressed for time, so we're gonna run into post office here in Pewaukee, and then we'll head downtown and do the intro. Just get these sent in there, and again, kind of retracing everything. So a lot has happened in the last couple of minutes just driving around. We will go over the next giveaways at the end of the video. Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this, today is Monday. Yes, the case of the Mondays have our 7-Eleven. It's still warm. Did a lot of driving around. Maybe I should have just went to Dunkin'. The problem was, first of all, when I got to the post office, my camera was not turning on. Now, luckily, I had my backpack with me with a couple of spare batteries. I thought that the camera had, that was it. Like, it was not going to work anymore. I swear I charged the batteries. I'll have to look at this one once. This is actually a Canon battery that wasn't working. I have an off-brand in the camera right now, and for the start of the video just went south. Then the post office wasn't, they couldn't print labels. I could have did the self kiosk. There was a line, and it's just, I had 3 things to ship. It's just easier if I just went somewhere. When I went to 7-Eleven, it was a nightmare getting in there and a nightmare getting out. Just rush hour galore. Finally making it downtown Waukesha, starting the intro. Did I even say the date? It's the what's the date? 24th. I think it's the 24th, Monday the 24th, 2025. Couple of things I wanted to kind of touch on tonight. First of all, we're gonna go to GameStop and get complete clarification. I think I already know this, on the buy one get 50% off. What that really means at GameStop. Also, found an article today, and I'm gonna show this right now because I came down here for a reason. We sent you here for a reason. Superman the movie, when Jonathan Kent said, and I don't know what reason, but you are here for a reason. We came downtown for a reason, and I came across something very funny of the 4 top home arcade companies. If you can believe it, the article I read today, you could put an arcade cabinet in your living room. I like the 7-Eleven, but I should just went to Dunkin'. Right across from me is the Salty Toad. Last week, might have been Friday, kind of touched that this was an actual arcade from the 80s, maybe the 90s, downtown Waukesha. Usually we're doing the intro right on the other side of this bridge. You can see the water just goes right underneath the Waukesha State Bank into downtown, a bunch of one-way streets, restaurants, bars, antique mall, and then what used to be the arcade downtown. So I wanted to come down here and talk about this article that I came across before we hit any stores, and yeah, I got a kick out of it. I get to work, I go on MSN, and then I'm a big Google fan, so a lot of the stuff I do is kind of back and forth. But when early in the morning, look at 5:25 p.m. In the AM, I'm usually headed to work that time, so before 6 o'clock, I'm kind of going through this stuff, and I come across this article from Geek bring the arcade home. The best retro game machines you can buy. And I'm like, oh, you know, where has this guy been? Look at Ed Malaker. This was when I sent this to myself. Well, no, it's actually 11 hours ago this was posted. Nothing beats the rush of standing in front of an arcade cabinet. Joystick in one hand, buttons at the ready. At the ready. And a digital world waiting to be conquered. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, it's bringing the arcade experience to home, you know? Yeah, we've been, you know, we're basically, where's this guy been for the last 5 years? At number 1, expand the arcade. Yes, I had to, guys. Arcade 1UP is one of the most popular manufacturers of home arcade machines. Each arcade is a licensed 3/4 scale replica of the original Arcade 1UP. Got started in 2018. Again, where has this guy been? Quickly gained a following among retro gaming fans. Okay, and then, you know, just going back, here's the top Arcade 1UPs according to this article. Street Fighter 2 Legacy, which is what, 2020, 2021. Mortal Kombat 30th with the TN monitor, and Simpsons the arcade machine. I love it. At number 2, At Games, nothing about the ALP. Just, you know, basically, I think when they were talking At Games, they're just kind of referring to the consoles, you know, the Sega Genesis. So, I mean, this guy has been living under a rock. Stern Pinball, okay, you know, I can see that. A lot of people have switched to the pinball. And at 4, Creative Arcades. Now, I have no idea what Creative Arcades is, but there's no iconic. Guys, I'm trying. I wanted to talk about this earlier. There's no iconic arcade. There's no, you know, there's no MVSX on here. There's no GRS. Anybody, Retro Lizard. Well, let's name everybody here. Buy Stuff Arcades. There's nothing on here. So, got a kick out of this. So, you know, for everyone saying Arcade 1UP is dead, according to this article, they're number 1 in home arcade. The next time somebody tells you that, you know, home arcade's dead or Arcade 1UP, that's it, just tell them to go to Geek Sided, because apparently they are number 1 in home arcades. And you can have that thrill, having a joystick in one hand, you know, having an arcade in your living room, and just standing in front of an arcade cabinet. I was talking to my buddy at work today. I said, you know what, I think I have, this sounds so bad, I think I have 28 home arcades, you know, from all different brands. And that's including 3 countercades. 28. Where is this, what's his name, Brad Malaker? Where have you been, man? There was somewhere on there where sign up for Geek Sided and stay up to date, you know, on all this news. It's like, okay, your news is 5 years old. Like, stay up to date. Like, I really got a kick out of that article. And yeah, I just wanted to start the video off with that. Pretty fun stuff. Correction though, his name was Ed Malaker. I think I called him Brad Malaker. Sorry about that, kind of correcting that. Ed Malaker from Geek Sided. So yeah, sign up for Geek Sided and stay up to date on all the new retro gaming. Now, as much as I love Hobby Lobby, I love Target, Best Buy, GameStop is probably, you know, not only my go-to store right now, but my favorite store. So it's kind of I want to jump in here quick before I kind of show the next giveaway, to see if there's anything that's shown up that's resurfaced at Hobby Lobby really quick. And before I go to GameStop, it's not that I'm bashing GameStop, but something has just been brought to my attention about, you know, the promos. And maybe like Pro Week it's different, but I have finally figured out what the you know, the buy one get 50% really applies to, you know, when they're offering this at GameStop over at Hobby Lobby. No, and just to go back to the Superman reference.
We need to register 1 for a code 1, then we need to register 1 for a code 1.
The ship after Krypton explodes, like, doesn't it look like it? Yeah, just I still want to find that Superman 3, you know, the evil Superman McFarlane figure. I have not come across that, but eventually I'm sure that I'll stumble right across it. I love that the 40% spring shop is still going on. I saw this when I walked in, was holding the ship, and the intercom was kind of focusing. I just wanted to walk up to Smokey the bear. Or is it Smokey? Is it just Smokey, or is it Smokey the bear? I guess we'll just call him Smokey. Oh, it looks like they're doing the 50% off wall decor, marked home decor through March 1st. So yeah, we have all week. So March 1st is what, Saturday? So between when you're watching this Tuesday up until Saturday, March 1st, 50% off. If they have the pawn, I was kind of hoping to find, you know, I mean, obviously Frogger, but you know, those little, the Galaga, but I guess nothing has, they're probably just clearancing them out. This is probably it. I wanted to stop at another location we have not been to for a while.
911, please. Framing 91. Thank you.
Probably do that later in the week. So we'll have another update before the sale's over. See if we can find any of that retro gaming stuff on clearance. But you have until March 1st. Look at these cruise socks, they're 99 cents at that reduced price. Also stick around to the end, not just for the next giveaway, but we'll talk just a little bit about Ms. Pac-Man. Kind of reminded me of it. So one of the things I just sent was 2 superpowers that I picked up here yesterday that should have been buy one, get one 50% off. Okay, so the buy one, get one 50% off, all Pokemon toys, collectibles, apparel accessories, and homeware. So when I see collectibles, that's, you know, I was always under the impression that these are collectibles, but maybe they're toys. I didn't get 50% off when I got it. Usually that sign, which I don't see it over on this side, it's over by the games. It's not over here unless it's Pro Week. I think the only time that actually works with the Red Hulk Fist is during Pro Week. It kind of dawns on me after I'm editing the video. I'm just kind of, you know, hanging out last night, and I go on GameStop, and you know, it has the buy one get one 50% off, and you see everything that it applies for. They're considering these are, you know, collectibles or Pokemon toys. You know, the McFarlane are not in this category. You know, I kept going and searching, you know, none of the Transformers, none of the G.I. Joe, the Secret Wars, nothing. Those, I mean, we could go all day here. Jump to page 3. It's not going to show up. So that confirms that you're not going to be able to get that discount with any of this stuff when you see the buy one get 50% off. I always kind of thought you did. So if I was going to get both of these, I would pay full price. I wouldn't get one 50% off. You know, I always say, you know, if I find something at GameStop, I need to find something else, like to kind of justify dropping $24, $25 on one of these. But in all fair, it's $50, so it does not apply to these. By the way, this is the first time I've ever, you know, been in a store holding 2 Secret Wars before. And I should technically pick Iron Man up because I said I want to. I don't think I want to get Beyonder again or Titania, but picking up Iron Man, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America, and actually opening them up. But I'm gonna hold off and wait just another week until I start kind of jumping back into finding the Secret Wars again. Also, just to confirm something that I found out yesterday when I left the GameStop, this was actually by the clearance at the store I was at. This might have a markdown, $14.98. It was a reduced price down from, I believe, maybe 18 or 21. This is not considered the clearance, so it was at the clearance spot by mistake. We're not going to see the bad guy Mike Whirly bat on clearance, unfortunately. The whole $7 or $8 I was hoping for probably won't happen. I still got to see this movie. It's like calling me. We saw the gloves, and now the shirt. I do like the shirt. It looks good with the Venom and the Hulk. This is kind of turning into a Marvel video. Unfortunately, this does not apply to any of those toys. You know, the McFarlane, the Hasbro. So when you see this and you know, you're like, if I find something else, it's not going to count. I love GameStop. This, especially the store. I love the staff. I love coming here. They let us do whatever we want. So whenever I, you know, want to shop, try to come here. We do go to the Mayfair location, and yesterday we were, I can't talk tonight, we were in the Menominee Falls location. So between those three, those are the three GameStops. The one that closed a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, month and a half, was in Delafield. So unfortunately that one is no more. Whatever would go to that store, whatever was at that store, between the three that we usually hit, it kind of got spread out. So makes it a little bit more easier for me to find things at this store versus driving more in the west direction because of that. So, you know, you hate to see the store close, but that's kind of why I've had so much success lately at this store. But unfortunately, and this is kind of, you know, towards, you know, maybe corporate at GameStop, I mean, buy one, get one 50% off. It should count. To me, those are collectibles. Maybe they look at those as toys, but, you know, the kids aren't into those. It's us. It's 30 plus people, you know, I'm in my 40s, people in their 50s collecting stuff from their childhood. Those are collectibles, and it should be considered. I think that's the confusion that we expect to see. Those should be included with the 50% off, but unfortunately it's not. So I just wanted to kind of confirm that. I love GameStop, but I wish they would just do things a little better in that aspect. But Pro Week, you know, comes around, I think that's when you do get those discounts, but unfortunately that's only what, 2-4 times a year. And I just wanted to stop in at Target. I thought somebody picked up Aquaman, but no, they put Superman in front of Aquaman. They're kind of hiding it. Maybe they're coming back tomorrow. This is new. Oh, this was the I think the Spawn Batman. I think we saw him, but this is looks like the chase on. We saw this at GameStop. You know, you have the kind of the classic Batman with, I cannot think of the Ace, the Bat Hound, catching that in midair. Yeah, the chase figure. So yeah, pretty cool. Seeing different stuff at Target, and then yeah, the Spawn Batman. Yeah, there he is. I heard something yesterday, and I did not know this. The black suited Spider-Man. Apparently, that's when Todd McFarlane started to you know, kind of took over Spider-Man, and he created Venom. Like, I didn't know this, and he wanted Spidey back in this suit, and he figured out a way to get him out of the black suit, which created Venom. And he was somewhere over here. Venom, where did you go? I think there was a mask. So yeah, the Todd McFarlane is responsible for this. Love this. Love that background. Nice. 80s Justice League. That's gonna do it for today. I hope Geek Sided knows that there's Class of 81 Arcade 1-Up at Target, along with the Infinity Game Board. #1, Home Arcade. This happened to me at Galloping Ghost last year, almost a year ago, that when I was there, one of my batteries was not as, I'm trying to do this, it's not very good lighted room in here. One of my batteries was not as charged as I thought, and I had to use my cell phone for the other video. I did 2 videos. I think I did a walk and talk and a tour of Galloping Ghost. So yeah, this battery was completely dead. Our next giveaway will be the Atari sign we got from Hobby Lobby. This is the only Atari that I did pick up. And the Galaga sign. Now I still have 1 Galaga sign remaining, and we'll get back to Frogger after this go around. So we have the Atari and the Galaga. I'll have this posted on Instagram, PD7 Lucky's Gem. We'll do 2 different postings again. Comment on the one you're interested in, and I'll select a winner. And the following Monday, so March 1st is Saturday, the 2nd Sunday, March 3rd I'll be shipping them out. Want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Loki, say goodbye. So Todd McFarlane decided, you know, we're gonna get Peter Parker out of this suit. I never knew that. That's a pretty cool fun fact. And I think I just saw, might have been Instagram. Might have saw it on Instagram or Facebook, something like that. But Literally, I think it was yesterday when I read that. And we'll have a full review on Ms. Pac-Man, probably following this video. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Just wanted to, she's gonna start playing. Just wanted to do this video, and then yeah, we'll get into Ms. Pac-Man. This isn't gonna be the camera I use for the review. This marquee is so much better than how it's showing up on the camera. Not in love with the games list. Let's see if this freaks her out here. But you know, again, it's Ms. Pac-Man, and I always wanted this cabinet, the coin doors. There's something I want to show you though, and I'll probably touch on this in the review. Very interesting in the booklet. Reminded me of the Fast and Furious with the first deluxe. Now, when I do the review, I'm not going to have an unboxing video. I'll show off the actual box, but I just decided I was just going to focus more on the cabinet. This is the certificate of authenticity. I'll open this up for the review, and just to throw out that this 3M that they have here is not the greatest. I used the command strips, so, and there's no way to get rid of this. Like it leaves a film. So I'll open this during the review. But look at the booklet here. This is very interesting. There's 4 Vault editions. There's only 3 on here. Which one's missing? If you think about it, the Street Fighter 2 and the Galaga did not have like a themed looking box. It was just a brown box. I think they originally were going to say these are the 3 Vault, the Atari, NBA Jam, and Ms. Pac-Man, and they decided to throw Galaga in after everything. It just shows the arcade went up, never really following, you know, like if you're watching a series on Netflix, you know, everything, you know, through the 13 episodes, they're all connected. Nothing was ever like connected with Arcade One Up. Like they threw out another, oh, this is the Vault edition. Galaga is not on here. And that's how we found out about Fast and Furious. It was on the back of, I don't know if it was the Class of 81 or the Mortal Kombat 2. You saw all the deluxe cabs. So they decided to go with Galaga after the fact. So Ms. Pac-Man, I mean, I guess this was around the longest. I kind of want to get the Atari 50 just to say I have all the Vault. I won't, but I will show actually where this cabinet will go at the end of the review. This is the 28th, so unbelievable. I never thought this would happen. What do you think of this, Loki? What do you think the fact that Galaga is not on here? That was the cabinet we got from Arcade One Up for review, and I can never get rid of it because it's just sentimental value with the Galaga, and it's not even on here.